I manifested a 22-room house in Greater London within 1 year of living in one-bedroom flat. I received my annual income in a month within 6 months of embodying this one shift. And in this session, I'm going to reveal it to you and share with you my 5-step framework to embody it in your business. So start practicing it now. So at the end of this session, what you're going to really save is trying endless strategies, constantly worrying and fearing why your manifestation is not showing up. Because I remember that time when I dipped my toes in the world of manifestation, and I was blown away with the power of what we can create in our life. But very soon I realized that it wasn't working for me. When I started my business, I started trying different strategies. I was constantly looking for the how, while still trying to visualize, journal, trying different mindset tools, hopping on one YouTube video after the next, really trying to find the right mindset tool or the right strategy. And what I found myself doing was strategy hopping. So what I would do is I would try one strategy and realize that it's falling apart, it's not working, while the people who taught me that claimed that it has made them millions, then wondering what is wrong with me, and then go on the next strategy because I would find it somewhere on social media or somebody would say that this is the thing which is generating all the results and this is everything. And as I was doing the second one and I realized that is not working, I would go on the third one. But by the time I was on the third one, I realized I was already expecting that it's not going to work. So while I was doing the third one, I was already looking for the fourth one, assuming that it's not going to work anyway, right? And as I started strategy hopping more and more, when I was on the fifth one, fourth one, I was already expecting and knowing. So while I was doing all the work, I was already thinking about the next golden shiny object. But what I realized was that cost me 2 years of my life, thousands of pounds in coaching, in mentoring, in marketing, and sleepless nights, and feeling like nothing works for me because there is something wrong with me. So in this session, I'm going to save you all of that. I'm going to save you 2 years of your life and potentially 8 strategies and endless sleepless nights. Let's save all of that and dive into that one shift that helped me create miracles from where I was, exactly from that place. Everything just changed like night and day. So that shift is one strategy that we really want to try. And that strategy is you. You are the strategy. And that's what I forgot. I was looking for all the answers outside of me, forgetting that I am the strategy. So the breakthrough is, how do you see yourself? What are you conscious of being? Your identity. Who are you? What is your self-image? So Maxwell Mors in his book Psycho-Cybernetics explained this so beautifully. He says, imagine there's a student doing maths exam and getting a D grade. And the student is wondering, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm studying day and night, I'm doing everything. Why it's not working? And the only reason it's not working is because the student deep down believes I'm not good at maths. So if you believe, or if you are conscious of something that is contrary to what you're creating, it will keep taking you back to the old pattern. It's like you're fighting against yourself. You are trying to beat the program that is programmed into you, and that controls you 98% of the time. So instead of trying to find all the answers everywhere, because if you really think of the strategy, any strategy that is called a strategy is called for a reason, because it has worked for some people, and there are millions of strategies to make a million. So strategy in the creation is literally 5%, because any strategy can work what aligns with you. But if you don't have the right identity, that strategy is going to fall flat every single time. And I am coming from the trenches. I tried 8 different strategies, so I know what I'm saying. I feel it. Okay, so the key is, who are you conscious of being? And now I will reveal the 5-step framework that I use every single day with hundreds and hundreds of my clients and on myself every day to embody out of this world identities and see them manifest right before my eyes. This shift has helped me manifest $1 million partnership within 3 weeks. And on paper and technically, it should have taken 5 to 6 years, but it just took 3 weeks. So this is really, really powerful. And you want to start taking notes if you're not already. So the first and important thing is I am. Okay? And your oneness with the source. Now, it doesn't matter what your definition of source is. Either it's God or it's universe. Whatever that is, it's your oneness with all there is. It's your oneness with all the forces of the universe. It's your oneness with everything around you. We are all one. We are the part of one consciousness. We are all the same. We are all connected. We all share this one mind, universal mind. It's like we all share one sun. So you have your version of sun. It benefits you, but I have the same sun as you do, right? No matter where you live on the planet. Similarly, we all share one consciousness, right? And your oneness with that. That means if anybody is doing something that you want to do, you can do it. It's available to you. It's here in your consciousness. All the universal intelligence, all the creative power is available to you. You are one with the source. So you really tap into the feeling of I am. I am. No judgments, no titles, nothing. Just pure I am. Then the second shift is awareness. What are you really conscious of being? What do you think about yourself? So when you start asking, who am I? The answer could be, I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a woman, I'm a man, I am this, I'm this profession. If we go beyond and beyond and beyond, if we take all your titles away, if we take all your worldly connotations, like you're a mother, you're this, all those roles away, who are you? So then you start to see, am I successful? Do I identify myself as successful? Or not yet? Do I see myself as a night owl or a morning person? Do I see myself as somebody who's very ambitious and high-flying or not? Do I see myself rich, poor, middle class? I see myself that nothing works for me? Do I experience money in a way that is so hard to earn? So in my program Wealth Fountain and my other programs as well, I use the Identity Diagnostic method, which is so powerful. It has got 4 different tools where you even reconnect with your body and your body parts like your heart, your sacral, your throat. They communicate to you what you're conscious of being. It is so powerful. It is life-changing. Okay. And also you can start to ask yourself, how do I see money? What do I think of money? Right? What do I think of my success? What do I think of my ability to do things? What do I think of my ability to sell? Right? You just become very introspective. You are very curious. You're not judging yourself at all whatsoever. Okay. Then the next step is when you uncover your identity, and this is the huge step, because if you do it properly, you can change it. If you don't know something, you cannot change it, right? Once you do that, you shift your identity permanently, because this is really important. You can keep on doing affirmations and it's not going to work if logically you don't agree with it, right? So using these 3 steps to shift what you have uncovered is so powerful. And even if you miss any of the step, it's not going to work. There's a reason these are the 3 steps, okay? The first step is logical, like deciding what it is and logically getting behind it. So let's say you're saying, I am so good at attracting money, right? Then your logic will say, no, you're not. Look, your income has been plateaued for such a long time. You have tried so many things, it doesn't work. Then you would start to look at is it my ultimate truth? Is it true for everybody? Are rich people thinking the same way? How would a version of me who is making a lot of money think? Okay. What are the people who think actually earning money is easy, and what are their results? Like, you really start to logically look at it. How many people on this planet actually thinks earning money is easy and it's so easy for them, right? So you start to see, was there any time in my life when it was so easy for me, when it came so easy? Is there anything on my, like, one thing which I often say, and my clients are like, oh, this is big. Is it on your birth certificate that for you earning money is going to be hard? Like, is it the ultimate truth? Has it been declared for you? or it's just your past experience, right? So you really break it down logically. Give yourself examples where so much money has been generated, where money circulates all the time, right? Look at the casinos all over the world, in Amsterdam, in Vegas, how much money is being circulated all the time. Go to the city, right? If I go to the city of London and see how much money is being circulated through the glass buildings, right? How much money is being circulated through Shard? The worth of Shard is £2 billion, more than dollars, right? So how much money is being circulated from there? How much money is being circulated from London Stock Exchange every single day? So why do I not want to get in the circulation? All you're doing is you're getting in the circulation. The money is going to circulate. It's like do you want to go in the waves and get wet or not? Because the wave is coming anyway. So the money is coming anyway. If you decide it's hard for me to earn, that gets to be your reality. You're moving away from the wave. I want to get all wet. I want to be drenched with the abundance, right? So you really get behind it logically. Once you are logically, you're like, yes, that makes sense, right? And in my one-to-one sessions, I do it like that in seconds with my clients. Like, I take all your things that you uncovered. Sometimes people come up to me with hundreds of them, and we do 2 sessions and they're gone at logical level. So the key is to really find that breakthrough, okay? Where you're like, oh. And I was talking with my one-to-one client yesterday, and I said to her that breakthrough is not something you learn outside of you. It's something you already know and you remember. That's why it has that effect, right? So you have that breakthrough. Okay, you fully get it. And then you start to say, okay, how would I feel? Because now you have dealt with the conscious, which is the logical, intellectual. And if you don't deal with it and you just keep affirming and you just keep feeling, it's going to reject every time. And that's why sometimes people manifest the opposite, because every time they affirm, they think the opposite, right? So the second thing that you really want to do is you say, how would it feel if earning money was so easy? How would my life be? How would it look like? So you start to draw the picture. Like Napoleon Hill says, it's the workshop of your mind. So you start to draw the picture. You start to paint the picture. And you say, this is what it looks like. Oh my God. I see myself receiving. I see myself, my bank account stacking up. I see myself selling so well, because actually selling is serving. So I'm helping people go where they really want to go. And I'm so excited to offer that. So think of this, a guy who is selling a washing machine, right? A person who makes it. Do they feel embarrassed to sell it? Imagine if I just take your washing machine today, I say you don't need it. Your life will stop. Like, you will stop doing everything and just wash clothes all day long. So it's a huge value. That's why they're proud to sell you, and you're proud to have that exchange. You're like, take my money and give me this washing. So the guy who sells washing machine, do they feel bad about selling you washing machine? Imagine if I take your washing machine today and I say you have to now wash all the clothes with your hand. What would you do? You'd be like, no, I'm going to spend all my day. I cannot do anything now. I have to just wash my clothes all day. Give me my washing machine back. So we are happy to pay them and say, take our money and give us the washing machine, because it's a huge value add. And this is the value of your work, right? So every single thing that you use in your life right now has been sold to you by somebody. And they have created a huge value, because anything, let me take your bed away. Let me take anything that I take away, it's going to impact your life. And right now it's a huge value. And because of that, you're living a very nice life. So selling is a service. Selling is helping people live a really better life. And if there was no selling, if there was no creation, money will be useless. I remember Elon Musk saying this, and I was really blown away, that if there was no product to buy, or imagine you go in an island where there is nobody and nothing to buy, and you have $3 trillion. It's useless, right? So you get to sell. You get to share your gift with the world. Oh, but I don't feel good enough. If you don't feel that you can add value, then the question is, where in your life you had some kind of setback or failure, and you started to shift your identity and see yourself as nothing works for me. I cannot create anything worthwhile. That's the identity issue. So many times people come to me and say this, like, I've tried this tool and I've done this, and they are just stuck in the pool of tools, right? And I say to them, it's none of that. You are hiding behind the tools. You are hiding behind Instagram reels. You are saying, I want this to work, this one, but actually you're hiding. When you are the sun, like if you are so bright in your conviction and who you are, any tool will work. It's not about the tool. So stop hiding behind the strategy. Stop hiding behind the how. Whenever you find yourself strategy hopping, whenever you find yourself so in your head, it's an identity issue. Okay? So whenever you're thinking, what do I use? How do I do this? There's so many things. That means you're hiding. When you open your heart, everything works. Everything will work, because that's the power of your subconscious. So the key is, how would it feel? Start painting pictures. Start creating the images. Start feeling that. Go in the detail. What would my life look like? How would it feel when I receive the Stripe payment constantly? My new sound tune is the bing, 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 this Stripe sound. How would it feel when I sleep to the Stripe notifications and I wake up to Stripe notifications? How would it feel? How would it feel when my bank account is totally all the time stacking up, like boom, boom, it's just going up, right? So you really tap in the feeling. And then the third part is, if that was true, what would I be doing right now? How would I be showing up? So if you knew, right, today, that there is $10 million waiting for you at your neighbor's house right now, if you truly believed, would you go and get it? Or you would say, oh, just leave it, it's not. You would go and get it, right? If you truly believed. If you didn't believe, you would think, no, they're joking. But if you truly believe, so if you truly believe you're a great seller, if you truly believe money comes to you so easily, if you truly believe people love your work, you are doing them a huge service, you really own it, what would you do? How would you show up? What would be your energy, your conviction? So when you translate that action from thinking, from logic to feeling to action, you solidify it. You stamp it. You're like, okay, done. It's done. I am going to act in the assumption of the wish fulfilled. So I'm going to show up as the best version of me. I'm going to show up as I am so good at that. I'm going to show up as this is it. And when you show up like that, it's solidified. Now it's in your consciousness, right? So action seals the whole identity, right? And there is a very powerful advanced way of doing it. So if you find that you can quickly change your beliefs, you have been doing this, it really works well for you, you can get behind things quickly, then you can try something really, really powerful. And this is really fast manifestation on steroids, okay? Which is, you uncover your pattern, because this is what I do on a daily basis now. I just do it very fast, like just hit the ground running 2 trillion miles an hour. I uncover my pattern. I shift it logically, whatever I need. Usually I don't need a lot, because my mind trusts me a lot now. I've been doing this for a while. Then I feel it. I create pictures. I feel it. And even before I really felt it, I say to myself, how would I show up if that was true, right? So before even the identity has been solidified, I say, how would I show up? And when I show up, actually, the identity solidification happens so fast, because I told my mind, I'm going for it. I told my mind, I am ready. I'm going for it. I'm not waiting for you. And that's when it's so much faster, right? So as you start to get more comfortable with this, you can go so much faster. So I'm going to repeat the steps quickly again. The first is the I am, the oneness with the source. Awareness, what it is. You cannot change anything until you know what it is. This is very, very important. The other one is logically thinking, okay, and getting behind it logically. If you don't, when you do the feeling part, you will feel the opposite. You will manifest the opposite. It doesn't matter what you're trying to feel. What you manifest is what you're actually feeling, your vibration, because your body escalates, vibrates on that frequency. And the final one is you take action in alignment to solidify that. That means you're showing universe, God, that I'm going. And then this universe follows. And I'll see you soon.